Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Well, the comic that I'm going to display is Azrael. I know that some of you don't like it, but some of you like it. In my case, I had fun reading this series back in the 90s. And it is Azrael issue number 5. Check this out. Awesome, huh? I'm going to leave it here. Okay, stay right there. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to give you my thoughts for Superman, Lois and Clark issue number 2. Okay. Just get the book. Just get the book. I mean, issue number 1, it was excellent. Issue number 2 is a lot better. You see, the whole story goes that the story is divided in two. Like they're doing right now in comic books. That not all writers has the talent to do it. Allow me to explain. You see, the story is divided with the present and the past. So we go past to present, present to past, so on and so forth, which eventually is gonna connect. Instead to start from the past, couple of issues, and then we move forward to the present, but they don't do that. I don't know why. So, but Dan Jurgens, he's doing a good job working with the timeline, from present to past, past to present. It's a little bit confusing though. I mean, I thought that when I see the kid on the past, I thought it was the same kid that we see on the present, which is not, but I thought so. So if some of you thought about it that Superman and Lois Lane have 2 kids, well, it's not 2 kids, it's 1 kid. Okay, so the main story. So we go to the past where Superman is trying to avoid a big earthquake done by some guy named Tremor, I think it is. What's his name? Shockwave. And basically it's a classic old school Superman, because this is Superman from Earth. I'm gonna call it Earth from the 90s. Because actually I don't know what exactly number is the universe that was back in the 90s. I don't know if it is 4 or 5 or whatever. Or no, wait, Earth 90s? Nah. I can, yeah, I'm gonna call it Earth 90s. It's easier for me to try to concentrate. I hope that some of you understand what I'm talking about. If not, well, put on the comments the question and I will try to answer it the best. So, Superman saved the day. Now, the thing is that since he arrived to our timeline, Prime Earth, after convergence. That's the thing about the timeline. You see, according to, which I forgot to mention in my previous video, on this comic book, he says that he'd been here since the beginning of the form of Justice League. Okay. But seems like how he got here before convergence. That's the only thing on the timeline I'm kind of a little bit confused about it. Maybe eventually I hope that they will answer. So the thing is that the government knows there's some superhero out there, but they don't know who is it. Which eventually I know that they're going to find out who this guy is. Eventually, Superman, Earth 90, Superman is going to make a mistake where people are going to see him, take a picture or a video or whatever. So the thing is that he even saved a plane, as we can see here. Now I have to say that I like the art. The art is done by Lee Weeks. The thing is that all he's hiding, his new identity and regular job and this and that, well, he's getting to catching up with him. which eventually, like I said before, he's going to make a mistake. Somebody's going to see him. Not only that, that here I get to see that Intergang is in Prime Earth, which I like that group of criminals from the 90s or 80s, 90s. So the thing is that Intergang is after Lois Lane and his kid. So Superman gets to manage to save his wife and his son from Intergang. Actually from the military, which later on Intergang is going to show up. The thing is that somebody knows something that is actually after Lois Lane. The thing is that his son, although he doesn't show any powers yet, he's suspecting his father. Because of the moment when they were going to be kidnapped by this military man, Clark Kent shows up. And his son says, how you got here so quick? Oh, don't worry about it, son. I was close by. And I got the phone number, I got the call from your mother. And well, I'm here. Okay, Dad, but how you got here so fast? Don't ask too much questions. Let's just go out and have some pizza and watch a movie. Don't ask too much questions. But on being Lois Lane's son, well, basically it seems like that Clark Kent's daughter is more has the mind of Lois Lane than Clark Kent, because Lois Lane, she's a journalist, so she likes to ask a lot of questions. She sees stuff that nobody else sees, and that's happening with his son. So there's a point of the story where we can I get to see that his son took like a piece of iron. Is the tool that you use to take out the nut of the tire when you're gonna change it, which I don't know how it's called in English. But I guess you understand what I'm talking about. As you can see on the panel here. So he knocked out two guys. An 8-year-old kid. Well, that just is telling me that he developed some limited power. Now, what power that can be, I haven't said anything yet. But after Clark Kent saved his son from the soldiers, they get attacked again by the Intergang, as we can see here. Now, these guys are members from the Intergang. Now, Intergang always been here since the beginning of the new 52, or they are the Intergang from Earth 90s. I don't know. I guess eventually we're gonna find out. But not only that, we see that we get to see Hank Henshaw, I think his name is. The main character from this character was born Superman Cyborg from the 90s. So the book is good. The book is really good. And basically that's the story. It's telling me a lot, but not too much. Just enough to flow the story. And I like how the story is flowing. It's like I said, excuse me. It's the classic Superman story. That's what it is. So what DC Comics did, when they relaunched, they say, well, all those units, the multiverse is no more. Forget about that. So eventually they realized that they screw up, and that's why that they created Convergence. What Convergence did was to let us readers telling us, well, the multiverse is there. And some of the characters of the multiverse from different universe, well, they end up on Prime Earth, which is the New 52 Earth. So we have the New 52 and some classic characters from the different multiverse. And that's what I like it. And that story is getting really good. Issue number 2 was a lot better than issue number 1. And I like the fact that Earth New 52 has two Supermen. Obviously, one is much older than the other, but this one here, he's in the shadows. Nobody knows. Oh yeah, he do all the stuff that Superman does, but nobody knows. So the government started to suspect it. They know something is out there. They know. So it's a matter of time that eventually, I don't know how or when, but eventually this Superman with the new 52 version have to collide. Eventually they have to collide. And I cannot wait for them. I would like to see that. Because Lois Lane knows the secret identity of Superman 90s. On New 52 we have that Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, knows Clark Kent's identity. Actually, the whole world. So, I will let you know how they're gonna, because I know, it has to happen. Eventually, this Superman with the New 52 have to meet each other. They have to. I don't know how long they're gonna drag that along till eventually they meet each other, but eventually they have to. Because once the Superman's powers are restored back to him, that everything's back to normal, and this and that, and probably they're going to use some kind of device that will raise everybody's mind, thinking, well, you know, Clark Kent and Superman, well, it's not the same person. It was a mistake, or it was a joke, or whatever. So, but eventually they have to meet. They have to meet. I mean, two superpowers, two Superman, eventually they're going to collide. They're going to be face to face. One is going to see the other. Although this one knows about the New 52, but the New 52 Superman doesn't know anything about him, which is about time. I mean, which eventually he will know. Once that he gets all his powers restored, oh, believe me, he's going to notice this Superman, the 90s Superman. So, the story is really good. I like it, and I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 because it's really good. And like the story, the way it's flowing, the art, the colors, it's just a nice story. How can I say? It's very unique. That's the word, unique. And I will give it, like I said before, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5. Well guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. See you later.